Yeah, Ali, so we are standing outside Sheba Hospital. It's one of the main hospitals here in Tel Aviv, and it is the staff here who have been given the task of caring for the three young women you see on your screen, Romy Gonen, Doron Steinbrecher, and Emily Damari, after their 471 days in captivity. As you can imagine, a lot of thought has been given to the medical protocols, how to care for these hostages as they emerge from Gaza. First stage, they go from the captivity of Hamas to the Red Cross. Red Cross transfers them over to the Israeli military, and there they will be given an initial round of medical checks. Now, if any of these three women are found to need emergency treatment, they're going to be taken to two hospitals in the south of Israel. But assuming that none of them are in any kind of crisis condition, we are expecting, Ali, that they will be loaded onto Israeli military helicopters and they will be flown here. And that is something that could potentially happen quite quickly. You know, one of the great mental disconnects of this war. Tel Aviv and Gaza are just a few dozen miles apart from each other, war raging there, here, a normal-ish city. A helicopter flight would be a matter of minutes, so it may not be long now before we start to hear the rotor blades of those Israeli military helicopters. We expect they will land at a landing pad not that far from here and will be brought by ambulance. And Ali, if the control room wants to come back to our shot in full, I can explain. This is the front of one of the major hospitals here in Israel, and you can see authorities have erected this plastic sheeting, and that is designed to protect the privacy of these three women. The world's media is gathered outside this hospital, but medical staff have told us one of the real priorities is preserving the dignity and preserving the humanity of these people who have been through so much. We got a chance to see some of the hospital rooms where these women are going to be cared for, where some of the other hostages will be cared for, assuming that this ceasefire holds. A couple of specific medical conditions that doctors are thinking about, given what these hostages have been through. It's possible that, like many people in Gaza, they have had very little to eat in recent months. If you give somebody who is severely malnourished a heavy meal, it can send their body into shock. It can even cause death. That is known as refeeding syndrome. They're thinking very carefully about what kind of nutrition to give to these women. It is possible that they have been held underground in tunnels. They may not have seen daylight for a long time now. The sun has gone down here in Israel, so that isn't an issue right now. But they are thinking about the shock to the system as these women adjust to sunlight, potentially for the first time in a long time. And then you can imagine, Ali, there is just a whole raft of both physical and mental care that they are poised to provide. And one of the things that the doctors here told us, they're caring not just for the hostages, but also for their families who have been under such intense strain over the last 15 months. The most natural instinct in the world would be to surround these hostages with their loved ones, with their extended families. The guidance is try not to overstimulate them, try not to overwhelm them as they take these first steps on what is likely to be a very, very long journey.
All right, Raf, we'll continue to stay with you. On the main part of your screen, you're looking at Hostage Square in Tel Aviv.